A crucial time to address an issue that affects 1 in 5 students, as reported by the National Center for Educational Statistics. Now, joining us to discuss how self-love and consistent education can put an end to bullying is author and TikTok influencer Tony. Thank you for taking your time today, Tony.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you joining us. So, discuss bullying and the importance of self-love.
Well, I think self-love is the most powerful thing that a person can have. And for young people, very often we say things like, love yourself, love who you are, but we never really give them instructions on how to do that, especially at a time in adolescence where a lot of young people, reasonably so, don't know who they are yet. How do you learn to love the person who you are and the person that you're becoming? We don't really give kids tools to do that. So that's why I wrote Weirdo. I call it the Nerdy Kids Instruction Manual for Self-Love and Self-Confidence.
Now, share with us some tools that can help children build confidence.
So one thing that's incorporated in Weirdo that I really like is this concept that I call guarding your garden. So we use this metaphor where we describe every individual person as their own garden. Often we're told that we have to be one thing, but I think that every person is a garden. We have different elements and aspects of us that make us the thing that we are. Now, if you look in any garden, some of them have flowers, some of them have vegetables, some of them have fruits. They each have different settings and properties that are required in order to make them grow. So what we say to people is guard your garden. Know the things that make you grow. Know the things that make you happy. Know the things that bring you joy. Protect and prioritize those things. And if you do that effectively, it doesn't matter what anybody else says to you because you'll be in charge of the things that allow for your own personal growth.
Now, what are some strategies for fostering self-love to prevent bullying?
Uh, I think that everyone needs to be honest with themselves. Very often, when people become bullies, they become bullies because there's some pain that they have that they're not being honest with themselves about. If you're hurting, it's okay to hurt. If you're in pain, it's okay to be in pain. If you feel alone, these negative emotions, it's perfectly okay to have these feelings. We just have to process them in a healthy way. One thing that I'm really excited about when it comes to Weirdo is the fact that we're talking about mental health through the lens of a young Black boy. Black men don't often get the ability to be vulnerable. They don't often get the chance to say, I'm not feeling great right now. There are things that I'm struggling with right now. And I think we need to healthily process those emotions to make sure that that negativity doesn't pop up in some other way.
So, what are some ways for students to learn to value themselves and create supportive environments?
I think that a little bit of empathy goes a long way. Weirdo is supposed to be a love letter to the weird people, the people that feel like outcasts. But the reality is that we're all weird in some way. Me learning how to accept the things that are weird about me also helps me develop empathy to accept the things that are weird about you. All of the things that we have that make us different are the special gifts that we have to bring light to the world in ways that only we can. And if we're able to look at those things that make us different as assets, we can create an environment where everybody gets a chance to be themselves and be happy.
Now, where can we go for more information?
So Weirdo is available in everywhere you can find books. So Amazon, your local bookstore, Barnes and Noble. I'm at Tony Weaver Jr. on all platforms, and you'll hear me talking about it plenty there.
Tony, I love your background. I see the Spider-Man, I see the R2D2.
Yeah, there's a lot
I
going on. There's a
love
lot
it.
going on.
I love it, man. Thank you for joining us on Morning Blend.
Thank you so much.